Hello, everyone. My name is Gogo Sophia, and around this time of the year, I really like to reflect on the greatest lessons that I've taken away from each year. And boy, 2022 has been an immensely transformative year around the lessons around value. I feel that 2022, we're also stepping into the year 7, is that we're really being asked to reevaluate the choices that we make on a day-to-day basis. When we are seeking a paradigm shift, the shift begins with a choice. What is it that we're going to choose that sets us on the path towards what we truly desire? So for those that are not self-aware, a lot of what we regard as choice is automated by our past experiences and who it is that we think we are. So why do I self-sabotage myself? Why do I lie, commit a crime, act out of character, or act out of integrity? It's probably because we have forgotten the truth of who we really are. We have forgotten our royal birthright. It is because we don't remember who we are that we have forgotten our value, our worth. So it is our insecurities that have automated our choices, where we are constantly stepping out of our true nature to continue to validate our worth. What is important to remember is that we are divine beings, ordained by the divine itself. We were made in the image of God, and it's because of this amnesia that we feel invalid, we feel forgotten, we feel that we are not worthy of the things that we desire for ourselves. We feel that we are not worthy of love, and thus we make choices outside of love. We live in a society that uses worth to create systemic injustices and false programming around race, religion, culture, gender, and even using spirituality to create separatist structures that further perpetuate the idea that we are invalid and that we are worthless. The path of the goddess, inner gnosis, is a 13-moon journey that supports you to break down the false gnosis and systems within the self that are perpetuating a low sense of self-worth. What you receive are the queen codes that start to break down the false patriarchy and matriarchy that have co-created enslavement, victim-victimizer dynamics that have played out for eons of time on this planet, so that you can reactivate the divine memory of the truth of who you really are, to claim your royal birthright, your freedom and sovereignty. This memory is held deep within our womb space, our DNA, and our cells. Africa is the one continent on the planet where self-worth is the biggest lesson and initiation. So if you were born in Africa, it is also one of the most powerful places to be, to support you to show up for this healing in terms of the medicine that has become available through lifetimes of enslavement and the lessons that poverty consciousness has availed to those that are willing to show up for the healing work. The ancestral lineages that have chosen to take on these soul lessons chose to truly understand the true meaning of value and wealth. Sometimes it is by being confronted by situations where there is a lack of material wealth that we are then forced to seek that wealth from within. Understanding what true wealth is, wealth that transcends all limitations and that is not defined by the external reality. And once we have reclaimed this wealth, which is our true value, our true essence, which is our integrity, which is our divine birthright. Once we've done that, we can birth our inner wealth through us, allowing our emanation to redesign our reality from the wealth that already exists, that is already flowing from within. The wealth that is flowing from our hearts, from our inner yoke, and the truth of who we really are. This is what I believe Africa holds for humanity. This is why the biggest gold reserves are here in Africa. Gold is mined here. So we have the beautiful opportunity of tapping into the ley lines of this continent, the wisdom of the ancestors, the wisdom of the fifth dimensional elementals and nature itself, to support us to tap into this wisdom around wealth. The gold doesn't just hold material wealth, but spiritual wealth as well. The wealth that connects us to source and dissolves the separation between money and spirituality. To reinform and resurrect our own hidden wealth, whether it's the wealth of being or the wealth of your presence and all the gifts that are held within your DNA, within your womb space, that are dormant and needing to be activated in order for you to fulfill your divine purpose on this planet, to live the life of your highest potential. We're given the opportunity to understand that we cannot just base wealth on how many possessions that we have. We are collectively unlocking the memories of the infinite wealth that our being has access to, and how to tap into this from source and not just through the 3D manifestation. This is how the feminine creates. This is how the feminine gives birth. And the masculine, the divine masculine, becomes the architect that holds the nectar of the feminine. And it is through this union that we are able to divinely co-create and fulfill our divine purpose in sacred union. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to co-creating with all of you in the new year.